For all my electricians and electronics technicians out there, you know that one of the big killers of your components is heat. So I want to talk about a good tool to have in your bag, and that's called the Fluke iSee. And this comes both in an Android and an Apple version. And just like every Fluke product, when you pick it up, you do feel like you have something substantial in your hand. It is built to last. It's something that can bounce around in your tool bag, and they do make a protective holster for it. Now, I have cameras that shoot the little light beam, and you can say a specific thing is a certain degree. And yeah, I have some really cool cameras. But what I love about this one is it's so compact that why wouldn't you have it with you? And also, I absolutely love that I can plug it into my tablet, which is good for two reasons. One, I'm recording this on my phone because, I'm not that professional a videographer. But also, this gives me a 7-inch screen. So there is a Fluke iSee app, and I'm just going to plug it in. I like to plug it in the top. That way I can hopefully hold the tablet and not break it. And that gives us a really nice sized picture. And we can see our minimum temperature of what we're looking at and our maximum temperature of what we're looking at. And also it's going to show across here where our maximum temperature, our lowest temperature, and we have a pointer where we can just aim and point at a specific thing. Now, what I'll tell you ought to do is don't wait till you have a problem to get a temperature profile. Know what your temperatures are like when they're good. So I'm going to walk around and just see what we have in here. Here's one of our PLC trainers. It's running about 111 degrees, it looks like. It's sitting idle. And, let's go ahead and just snap a picture of that. We may need it later on if we're having an issue. And this is our unfamiliar machine. This is one that I'm a little worried about. We had to cram some extra equipment into it temporarily while we're building a new one. But I'm especially curious about this top area right here. So I'm going to snap a picture of it now because it's first thing in the morning and see how much it builds up heat. Now, you can see our servo there. It's building some heat. Not super hot yet, though. If I aim right at it, we're looking at about 100 degrees. Sometimes it's just cool to look at some of this stuff, but there's nothing hot on that. That's our island trainer. We use it for communications. That picture is kind of interesting. Apparently, 1734 IO puts a lot more heat than a ControlLogix Micro 800 or a Slick 500. And the air conditioning just kicked on. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, yeah, you can definitely see we're pushing 62 degrees right now out of it.
So
Yeah, about 69 out of that one. That was not getting as much air, or it just hasn't gotten over to it yet. I know something probably is wrong with that duct. Something's probably blocking it. This one's further away, and it's at 64. Yep, that one's at about 61. 62. 64. But yeah, sometimes it's good just to get some pictures of some items when they're operating well. So this is our smart cell, and already we're having some issues with it, and we're going to feature this camera in it. So let's check out what it looks like inside. Here's where sometimes the contrast can trip you up. It looks super hot, but we did just power this on. That's only about 108 degrees on the ET200 SP. And we got our transfer over there. In the end, it probably will get a little hot. But right now, it's about 90 degrees. Okay, it's been on all day, so now let's see what this looks like. Definitely got some more heat on that transformer now. It looks like it is about 138 degrees right on it. It does have the proper spacing. I know some of you commented on that on a previous video, but yep, it meets the manufacturer's guidelines. Then on this one, I feel we will have some heat issues. Let's see what we got here. It hasn't been running today, but there you go. We're running 153 degrees. Wow, actually, what is that running 153 on? Well, that's interesting. That appears to be the safety relays. Everything's just crammed in here now, and that is going to cause us long-term issues. But that's okay because I have my best people working on our new machine. But I really do love the Fluke iSee because we can get a really big picture. And hey, we already have an awesome processing device in our pocket. I'll put links to it, and here's a few other videos on Fluke devices.